Coming up on the Raptor Report, we'll be talking with MC Athletic Director and head women's basketball coach, Tarlouh Gasque. Stick with us. Hi everybody, I'm Michael Brown and this is the Raptor Report, where we cover Montgomery College athletics from every possible angle, on the fields and courts, in the classroom, and behind the scenes with the coaches and staff. And today we're going to start right at the top with Tarlouh Gasque, who is the Montgomery College athletic director as well as head women's basketball coach. Tarlouh, thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
Well, Tarlouh, let's I know we're on the cusp of the 2018-19 MC athletic season,
Yes.
but we really would be remiss if we didn't go back to last year just for a minute, because it was such a terrific season for all MC teams. A lot of titles, a lot of championships, and a lot of postseason honors.
That's right. We started out the fall season pretty strong. Our women's soccer, even though they struggled during the season, they actually won the region and the district and ended up in the national tournament, which that was a great accomplishment. Our men's soccer almost got there, but lost in the semifinals with a shootout. So that was, and then we followed up with men's and women's basketball, who both won the region, won the district, and went to the national tournament. Baseball did pretty well. Track and field went to nationals. We got lots of postseason honors in terms of all Maryland JUCO, all region. I think we got 3 All-Americans.
Yeah, we had 3 first-team All-Americans last year.
3 first-team All-Americans, and then actually our track team came back with some medals. So hey, not bad at all. I'm happy.
No, it was a great year. It was a great year, and it was also a great year in the classroom for MC athletes.
Actually, it was. Every year I'm striving for us to get better academically in terms of making sure that they take care of the classroom. This year, I believe we had 50 student athletes at the end of the year when I tallied all the data. Have 50 student athletes with a 3.0 or better and 5 with a 4.0. So every year we're striving, but I'm happy with what we accomplished this year.
Well, I have to say, I think this has been one of the hallmarks of your tenure as athletic director here, is the emphasis on academics. I think the athletes have gotten the message.
Yes.
And I think they realize now that, hey, if I don't do it in the classroom, I'm not getting out on the field or on the court.
That's true. We have a strong program in terms of being a student athlete, because the word student comes before athlete for a reason. You have to take care of the classroom in order to get on the court, the field, or to compete. We have mandatory study hall, mandatory grade reports that they have to get from their professors. They have to meet with their advisors to make sure that they're on track in terms of getting a degree and not just taking classes. And I rarely pay attention to it. I watch and see if someone's not attending study hall, I'm talking to the coach. If they're not participating in the grade reports, I'm talking to the coach. Why are they on the field? Why are they on the floor? So real strict about that, and I think we're seeing results as a result. In addition, we also have the college supports us in that we have a nice summer bridge program that's about to start up for this year, where they're teaching the student athletes. It's primarily focused on student athletes and showing them how to study habits, time management, and those things that they need to do in terms of dealing with the rigors of the classroom and competing.
Well, it was a terrific year, and it's obvious the message is hitting home with these kids, which is great to see. It's a big change. No offense to the past or any past leadership, but it's really been a refreshing change since you took over the position.
Thank you.
Now let's turn the page from last year and take a look forward to the soon-to-start 2018-2019 season. And any discussion about the year coming up really has to begin with the move up in division within the NJCAA. Give us a little background on that and how it's going so far and what your expectations may be for the coming year.
Well, we've always been a Division III program, which means we offered no scholarships. The college decided to move to being a scholarship program. So all sports will offer scholarships. We're Division I and Division II. Men and women's soccer and track and field are both going to be Division I for men and women. And the reason for that actually is because there's no Division II level at the NJCAA. So we had to go with the scholarship, which is Division I, and the rest of the sports.
Is it a possibility that they may add a Division II? I heard there was a possibility in soccer.
There is a possibility in soccer that they will have a Division II, and then we'll consider whether we're going to move back to Division II or stay at Division I level. Yeah.
So now, as far as funding goes, and how is the implementation of the move up going so far?
Actually, much better than I expected. I'm really happy with the support that we've gotten from the president, as well as from the administrators. And we had several staff from all over the different departments, basically, to meet and talk about how we would move forward, what things we needed to do. We had excellent ideas and basically came up with an implementation plan that was presented to the president. We've already got a few scholarships. We started on the light side this year, because this is the first year, so we don't have a lot of money, but we have a little bit to give to student athletes. And I think it's had some positive results. We've got some full scholarships, full tuition scholarships that we can give, as well as where we can give book money and funds such as that this year. But I expect it to just continue to grow.
And of course, I think probably from a competitive standpoint, the biggest difference is going to be in the postseason.
Yes, it is. I think we've done pretty well in the past as Division III competing with the Division I and II programs, which is predominantly what's in Maryland JUCO in the conference that we play in. Right. So I expect it to be challenging, but yeah, I think you're correct. In the postseason is where we're going to. It's going to be a little bit more challenging this year because it's Division II. The players often are more skilled, and I think especially with basketball, I expect to see some taller players.
And of course, soccer, they'll be moving to Division I postseason tournaments, that's a whole new ball game.
That's a whole new ball game, as well as the locations are changing. So I think we'll be going further out in terms of competing. I believe men and women's soccer will be going into Florida for nationals should they get to that point.
All right, well, we're going to take a real quick break. We'll be right back with more of the Raptor Report after this.
1, 2, 3.
So you don't know what you're gonna do. So many options, but still confused. College degree is on your mind, but where to go you can't decide. You never know if you never try. So what are you waiting for? It's time to make your move and make your dreams come true. Now is the time to start. No better place for you. So come and be a part of the family here at MC. Come and be a part of the family here at MC. Come and be a part of the family.
And welcome back to the Raptor Report. Michael Brown alongside Tarlouh Gasque. Tarlouh, picking up on what's new for the 18-19 season. Anything else to report?
We're going to have one coaching change in terms of our head coach for men's track and field is going to change. And then we are going to basically break ground on our soccer plex, which I've been looking forward to. It'll probably be about the spring we'll start and should be ready by the following spring for us to start to compete.
Well, that's exciting. I know the soccer teams who've been traveling out to the Soccerplex for the last several years are very excited about that.
They are. I am too, because then we can get more students to come to our games and get them engaged.
Yeah, because it's one of the top sports here, and
It is.
I think we've been missing out on that out at Soccerplex.
We have.
It's a great facility, but
Yeah, but it loses the college feel.
it does. It does. Now, let's we can't have an interview without talking about your first love, which is basketball. And you already talked about the success on the court last year. You guys went to nationals. You won regionals and districts, went to nationals, did very well there. But after the season was over, you had a lot of success placing players at four-year schools. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure did. I actually had the honor of having coaches come and ask us what we had, which we get every year, but they had seen our success throughout the year. Two of the players, Armani Lomax and Anu Bamajoko, are both going to Wiley College in Texas, which is great on athletic scholarships, as well as Alandra Bandy. She's going to be going to Alderson Broaddus in West Virginia. So I'm happy to get them placed, and I want to see them get their bachelor's first and play good basketball in the meantime.
There you go.
Yeah.
That completion, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
All right, we've got a couple of minutes left. Let's talk a little bit about what you've got coming in for this year. I know, as always, a lot of turnover. What can we expect? Are you looking forward to it? Are you excited?
Oh, I'm really excited about this year. I think our ability to offer scholarships allowed us to get a couple of pretty good players from Montgomery County, which was one of the goals of doing so. So that's good. I have a pretty strong class that was recruited. I'm returning 5 players. But the way that we played last year, any of those 5 players that didn't start could have potentially started. So that's great. They're ready to go. And I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, you were a much deeper team last year, and it's great to have that core group back, because I know some of those players. It's a good group. That's a solid group.
Yes, it is. And I think we're going to be just as deep this year.
Well, and the fact that you went so deep into the postseason last year has to help those players as well.
It does. It does. They're coming back with a lot of confidence. I've seen a lot of growth even over the summer in terms of what they want to do, and now they realize that, they're kind of the seniors. They're the sophomores in the 2-year program. You only got 1 year that you can really be new, and then the next year you're it. So it's interesting to see some of them step forward and grow up in terms of the game of basketball and leadership.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
I'm really excited about the coming season. I could sit and talk to you all day long about this, but unfortunately we are just about out of time. But before we do go, I want to encourage everyone to follow the Raptors athletic department on YouTube and Facebook at the Raptors MC. You can also follow MC Athletics on Twitter and Instagram at MC_Raptors. And you can follow yours truly on Twitter and Instagram at MC_Raptor Voice. Tarlouh, thanks so much for taking some time out of your summer vacation to come in and visit with us. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And good luck on the upcoming sports season for Montgomery College.
Thank you.
And I want to thank all of you for joining us today on the Raptor Report. We'll be back real soon with an all-new show.